Dredgelords, don't park in the grass 2018. Woo! Tweet this stream out, show your friends.
All right, there's our bubbles.
Going on. Yeah, there's the bubbles already.
And there's more bubbles.
All right, and it's with weapons that accidentally build them. Like let's go ahead and look at the timer when those first bubbles get built.
All right, let's see. Already at 40%, 50, 60, and oh,
they've slowed down a little bit. They're throwing.
Yeah,
They're throwing
and there it
now.
is.
There
15
we
seconds
go.
in. Oh, 2 down already.
One of the strongest bombs I've ever seen. Yoko going to go ahead and start this mission. They know about Squip on the sniper. Or I'm sorry, not Squip on the sniper, but they know about the sniper.
Ooh!
And one of the longer jumps we've seen. But one of the only teams that has been running a sniper is Dredgelords. They know about that and can be absolutely terrifying to go against. Have to have somebody take them down.
Absolutely. And on this stage, snipers are very powerful. You can just sit back and run as needed. And Ray here, cleaning them up. Ooh, Yoko cleaning folks up with that brush. Safe jump out. Good jump to the sniper instead of back to spawn.
Yeah, that's just a sense of not panicking. It's very, very easy to jump straight back. It's 2 button pushes, but if you have somebody who's called out what a safe jump is, it's much easier to do that. And coming back up saying, if you don't kill me, I will return the non-existent favor.
Yoko is on fire right now.
He's had a great tournament, too. He is the brushes. I think that brushes are better in LAN, and we've seen it.
I would absolutely agree with that. Really, the roller class in general. So, oh, the double bomb.
That's a full wipe.
I think that this might be game.
Yeah, they are. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're going to have to go through a lot of ink here, and they're going to have to get desperate here with 9 seconds left.
They got a Booyah bomb off. That's
it. That's it.
Absolute
All right. My
destruction.
prediction looking mighty fine. Team 1 going in dominant fashion. Or Game 1, rather, going in dominant fashion to Team IMA. Look at that. Look at Yoko there on that left side. He's snapping. He's feeling good. He's like, yeah, these fingers are hot. I got to keep them hot.
I'm down for some pizza.
And, you know, we said a lot about Yoko, but I think Zonic has had quietly one of the best performances of this tournament. I forget, it was an earlier game of one of their previous sets. I think Zonic had like a 19 KA or a 21
like
KA.
I've seen him up there multiple times.
Right, and I think, I don't remember, but somebody else in the team just like pat him like on the shoulder and was like, good job, and he was just like, it's just like, no.
Not good enough.
Easy work. Act like you've been there before. Okay. I've heard that hitting tables has caused
we
problems
have
today.
had one switch die to a table smack, so let's keep it. Let's chill out a little bit.
We won't do that.
Or you
but
can smack the Goomba.
Yeah. Oh, this is good.
Easy points.
Easy points. No, I won't try to make that noise. I was going to try to make the one-up sound noise, but nobody wants that.
Nah, do it.
No. Instead, Marsh, tell me about Rainmaker Inkblot Art Academy, which you told me exactly about yesterday. Let's rehash it for any viewers who are not here.
So, for the folks tuning in today, Rainmaker Inkblot is the most linear Rainmaker stage in the game. All you do is hold forward, go into their plat, and straight to the podium. Can go up, but it's not really worth it. So, very easy to defend, and I expect we'll see sloshers, perhaps. Although the brushes have been really good here. So.
Yeah, Fuchsia's played a really... I think we're probably going to see both of those. Obviously, no reason for Yoko to switch off. And,
doing work.
Fuchsia's been playing a really nice Tri-Slosher Nouveau as well. I think Rain is great here. And, of course,
absolutely.
Splat Bomb great at pressuring Plat. So
I think Nouveau would be a better choice for Rainmaker compared to the standard. So
that'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to see... Zonic has been playing pretty much exclusively Splattershot. Excuse me, Splattershot Pro. Do you think?
Yeah,
he's Booyah Bomb or
he's been
or
swapping
Forge?
between all three.
Right. So which would you pick if you had to pick one of the pros?
For this, I think I would choose the Booyah Bomb variant.
Okay.
Or the Bubble variant.
Well, they've been running a lot of triple Splat Bomb as well, so that might be the case.
Forge.
So there's the Forge. Yep. Okay. Still a deadly grenade. That's 2 suction bombs actually they're gonna have.
Now I think the 2 armor choice here is really smart against the Charger, because that's a pretty hard hit against Ray and the Charger itself.
Yeah, both sides bringing out a brush as well.
One down.
That was a quick pop. And that's a lot of very powerful grenades, so they're going to opt in to go ahead and push this early here. This is an early grab. This is a Marsh grab.
All right, they've got the control, though, and Yoko's going in there, gets one. Cleaning up the path for the Rainmaker. Once he gets that jetpack, and 2 down. Have Ray's not online. Ray is online now.
Yeah, the sniper just barely keeping this one alive. So they're going to opt to go ahead and go for the pop here. Are they going to try to grab it or let a jump come in and do that? It looks like they are.
They burn the Ray.
Yeah, burning the Ray very early on. Nobody had grabbed the Rainmaker yet. Might have wanted to wait a little bit.
Oh, come on, Fuchsia.
Oh,
a bit too slow.
Getting there a little late. But you can see the pressure still on. Pressure still on.
Still 2 down from Dredgelords. And here they go. 28, looking pretty solid.
That's a real nice opening. That's
Oh, they lived! Wow. Unfortunately, they go down now. So that's a team wipe. They're going to get mid back here, and let's see if they can take it, the Rainmaker back to their side.
a little sloppy on the defensive side, I think. There was definitely an opportunity to stop that push earlier on. You mentioned that the Ray was burned a little earlier, but now they have a ton of specials coming back this way.
Yeah, here Ray's about to come on for Dredgelords. But never mind. Just as I say that, they go down. And 2 down, though.
There's only 1 left.
Oh, the bomb. Great bomb throw. A nice double. Can we make it a 3? Well,
there it is.
Assist, you know.
The little bomb that could stop that right in its tracks. And okay, we both saw the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, something's not right here.
Can we get a check on those hitboxes there on that?
But Ray gonna clean them up.
Ray going to keep this one in a neutral state. Both teams have kind of gone back and forth with big all-in pushes, so I understand burning the Ray earlier there to give them a chance to kind of get a footing.
Yeah, and it looks like it paid off. They have mid control now. And, IMA's stuck on right side here. See if they can retreat back, you know, play it safe. Looks like they've abandoned their hold at mid. They're going to focus on plat.
Yeah, keep an eye on the specials. They're going to be about 3 on the way. But
2?
Wow. It looked like they were playing it safe, but they came out just a little bit too far to try to defend that aggressively. Squip's in a great position.
3
melts through the armor.
Can he get 4?
Oh, man. They're going to be respawning. 3 of them go after Tsuki, but the jetpack, yeah.
Going up high here might cost them this lead. Oh, yep. As I said, they went low. They probably could have gotten there a bit earlier.
Going
Good.
left.
Yeah, I think that was an important trade.
Yeah, that was an important trade, too. They've grabbed this. They're going all the way left. They are effectively punting it away here, knowing that they're just going to jump it down. Nobody's going to be able to pressure them here, and this is not a bad spot to leave the Rainmaker. This is actually a really easy spot to camp your Rainmaker on this side here in the corner, because now, I mean, you can grab it and let it reset, but it's still a scary spot.
With the high ground there, and you're just really protected, it's hard for the enemy team. They can't fight you, so...
A little surprised that they opted to grab it here, too, instead of letting it reset, but I guess they wanted to keep the momentum that they had built for themselves.
I think because they had full mid control, they felt safe doing it, so I can understand that. All right, IMA popping the bubbles here. Might be able to take down a few, but that rain... staying safe in there.
That's a strong bubble.
That's a Splatoon 1 bubble. All right. Kind of rushed in a bit solo there.
Yeah, that was a little risky there. Maybe they didn't think that they were in the middle of the respawn, but when it's 2 juniors that are blocking your path, you don't have a long way to go, or you don't have a very big window of opportunity, right? The NZAP and the junior are going to get up there, they're going to shut you down, and they're going to make that a really difficult path to move through. So,
yeah, sometimes
getting stuck in between those like switch spawns makes pushing a Rainmaker really annoying
because they just keep picking you off, just like there. 2 down from IMA. They have Ray and jetpack from Dredgelords, and here we go. Let's see if they can make something out of this push.
Yeah, they're going to have close to all 3 specials at it. Can Squip make the run? No.
Ooh. Again, going ahead of his team there. He really needs to slow down and wait for his teammates to push forward.
Yeah, and I like Yoko not wasting any time going and pushing this last member out of there. Very, very good not waiting.
I'm thinking this is looking like a GG here. 30 seconds. They got 2 specials on IMA. Oh, they're going to camp it. That's what I like to see.
Hey, run that clock. Run it. I love it. Yeah, get up there. And as long as they keep the sniper somewhat pushed back, they might be able to melt all the time.
And that area right there is not a Rainmaker free zone due to the fact that they pushed it so far forward. In a Rainmaker free zone, the clock ticks 3 times faster than normal. So you only get 20 seconds for Rainmaker instead of a full 60. Ray, is it going to get him? It does.
And we will be going into overtime. The only right play in that scenario, all they could even do. It's still going to be very difficult. They're crashing in. This is why it's such a powerful camp spot.
Oh!
Tsuki's going to give it a shot, but the clock continues to tick, and
there
that will be game 1. You said it yourself at the very beginning of that. It's a very, very defensive map. Not difficult to stop pushes. There were a few times where it looked like Dredgelords might have had the upper hand, but it's just an easy defense. Now both of our predictions are looking wrong.
Maybe I can get mine backwards at least.
Squip having a good game there. They were definitely on offense more often, right? They had more shots, but you know, it's 1 shot on goal, and it's the furthest push, not the total cumulative number of your pushes. So
the opening lead, they held out.
It
Strong
is, yeah.
defense.
I mean, it's a very different dynamic when you're playing with the lead as opposed to trying to get the lead. You can afford to make a couple more mistakes. You could be a little more conservative with your specials, use them only in response to the opponent's specials, and that's how it goes.
And you can abuse Sharking way more.
Yes, yes, you can. And when you have a brush main and you have two weapons, the NZAP and the Junior, that are great at painting, makes it all the stronger.
All right, so we're on Clamblitz on Anchovy Games here.
Man.
What do you mean, ew?
This is one of this. I consider this a setup map where it's very difficult to score, so teams spend the majority of the time grabbing mid, grabbing clams, then sneaking a baller in. And I just don't think that that's as fun as some of the other maps. But I respect it for what it is.
I can definitely agree with that, that it's pretty much impossible to solo anything here. Although I do like doing the 9 clam strat where you toss one.
The
and
9 clam strat is very fun.
That way you can sneak power clams in without the enemy team knowing. It's obviously not the safest play, but you know, if you're trying to do a secret flank and score, that's how you have to do it.
Secret flank, solo mission. I will say they've done a great job, Team IMA, really neutralizing the pressure that the sniper can put, because the longest range weapon they have typically is a forge, right? And that is most conventionally a mid-range weapon. So the fact that they are able to continue pushing the charger out of the way and not let them really influence the game, I think has been the key to their success so far.
I think it's those armors, dude.
Yeah.
They just keep shutting them down. They shut down the ray, shut down the actual charger, and that's all you really need.
Tri-Slosher's armors, it's like we're back in 1.0. We're moving on to Game 3, Clamblitz.
Here we go.
I know nobody wants to go back to 1.0, but Dredgelords is looking to get their first victory here.
Booyah Bomb here.
Yeah, Booyah Bomb.
Classic 2 dualies.
Okay, okay.
So, see what happens here. We got to try Nouveau. So that'll be good for pushing down the right side. Let's see what happens. Generally for clams, it's more of a fight on the edges rather than necessarily mid, because the edges are used to get into the spawns safely.
The real battle is going to be finding a way to push the charger up where they can influence this map, because it's tricky to do so, especially on Clamblitz. You mentioned that it's the edges where the fights go down. It's not easy to pressure the edges as a charger. Ideally, you'd like to be set up on the edges and then shoot towards the middle, but looks like already a bomb getting made and a baller going in as well. That explosion gave him just enough room to move up there. Doubling. That's all 4 specials being used together to make this happen. This is a deep cut right here.
Now, that was an impressive push because they didn't jump to the baller and instead swam in, which I think was the right play. A bit risky, but they have points. Keep coming. Looks like this is going to be the end here.
It does. And the reason why that's so good is because it is difficult to jump back to mid, grab the clams, and continue scoring, unlike some other maps, because you do have to wait on those fans, and they take their merry time to do what they need to do. So to get 32 off of one opening push, everything we were just saying about defending on Rainmaker now goes back the other way. It is much easier to play with the lead, especially a lead this big. 3 power clams
and
won't
this
even
early, because if they just want to keep cheesing the game by doing baller jumps for the rest of the game, they can safely do it and maybe even win.
Yeah, just slowly bleed. The opponent scores, you're going to score. You've got a very fast baller builder on your team. Just continue evening the score.
All right, so 2 power clams from the side of Team IMA. Might be able to do something here. They got the end parry. Oh!
An expletive yelled around the room by Fuchsia. I think we all have had moments like that in solo queue where the bomb was just too obvious.
Makes me wish I had a bomb sniffer back from Splatoon 1. Oh, a nice double. Yoko just going crazy.
A clutch double, too. Had to have that. I mean, that was a good defense there. They had people in the right way, but Yoko just too much for them right now, and these bubbles are going to give them a chance to score a little bit more. Can Meep find a pick? Oh, that was a clean shot. Look at that, 71. Not all that scary. Fuchsia is back, but Meep sending them back to spawn just that quickly. And 68, that's chump change for them right now. They are perfectly fine with that. 16 penalty is going to essentially negate one of their first scores.
And if anything, it's just giving them a free power clam. Look, they got 29 clams on the board right now. And they've got jetpack ready. There's a ray. They have bubbles almost here and baller. They are about to go in.
They might win the game off of this push.
Yep, 2 down.
Cards right.
They got a cloud off, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Here we go.
Jump.
So they're doing the same thing last time. They don't actually jump. They got 1.
I think Fuchsia just killed like 6 people. There are only 4 people on the map, and I think Fuchsia still killed 6. Again, we did say that they needed to execute that properly, but sometimes good defense beats good offense, and that's one of the reasons why why some people don't like this for Clamblitz, because it is such a long path for you to go that people can spot out the ballers. They can identify where those are. And apparently the only thing that can stop Fuchsia is rogue bombs.
Looking like it. Ooh, nice direct there. And saving the power clamp. Oh. They needed just a few more frames to jump out of there. And more bombs.
Great control of mid here. There is something to be said for mid control. I know that the edges are important, but the center is where the clams are.
Yes, and mid control allows you another bomb. Mid control allows you to get around the map more easily to get to those edge fights, so you can help your teammates. They have any? Oh, here comes a super.
Yep, they need one more jump.
They need 6 clams to win here. They have one. I don't know if it's gonna be. Okay. They're gonna need a few more.
Look at this position that Meep is in right now. That's so difficult to deal with, that raised area. And Yoko makes the right play in trying to go around, but not able to get the pick in time.
Sneaky.
Things just not working for the members of Team IMA right now. Credit to Dredgelords. They have been in command since the very beginning of this set.
Maybe they just needed clams to make the comeback.
24, that's not even going to be close. I mean, they're going to need 2 power clams and then, what, 3, 4? Is it going to honestly take 4 power clams for them here? I think it would.
I think so.
Yeah, because 3 would only put them at 18. Or
yeah.
17. No, close, but it won't be enough.
Yes, because they're at 84 points right now.
Yeah, and they currently have 0.
And they also are missing 2 members. I think that's GG.
Yeah, Yoko has already gone into the water bottle there. He knows what's up.
Dang.
There's the response
Flexing
you need from Dredgelords. Both sides clapping here. That's a well-played game.
That's what we like to see.
Now we're starting to march a little closer to the 3-2 that we had predicted earlier.
Well, might be able to get my reverse call 3-1 instead. So we did have one good overtime.
We did.
Well, so.
We did have one good overtime. And that's the difference of that big opening, and that's why getting such an opening like that on that map is so important, because it's every time you score, it becomes more difficult to score because of the way that the penalty system works. So if you can get one big opening on your first attempt, it just means that you're going to be able to play the game much more relaxed. You can build your specials, and again, building your specials in response to the opponent rather than trying to force their hand.
Yeah, it's a much calmer, easier game as long as you're winning. So. And unlike, say, Splat Zones, it's always an uphill battle to get back to that goal.
Right,
so.
it is. And speaking of Splat Zones, Blackbelly Skate Park, a map that is never calm. This is one of the, I think, most exciting map mode combos in the game, because there's just so much that's going on at all times. It feels like everywhere can be attacked from everywhere, and the zones flip so quickly.
I would agree with that, but I would say Clams is the more chaotic, crazy map for this stage.
It's definitely more chaotic, but I think that this is also just an objectively good Splat Zones map to play on. There aren't a ton of 2-zone maps in the game, and I think this is the most enjoyable one to play on. Okay, I would give Manta Maria that. I think Manta Maria zones is
Manta allows more weapons to be played
It does.
Where here, you're kind of limited to a lot of short range.
You are burst bombs, oppressive here, explosher, even more so. Splashdown, great as well. So there's some variety. You can work things through.
Yeah. And with the new refines to the stage, it's a lot easier to get out of spawn, because the major issue here was spawn locking. It was impossible to get out.
Because it was a Splatoon 1 map.
Yeah.
You ever notice that all the maps that were hard to get out of came from Splatoon 1?
Says something. Glad to see we have so many revisions of them, though.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we're getting those revisions, too. But Dredgelords got a little momentum built for themselves right now. I'm curious to see if they'll opt to stay with a splatterscope, or I would almost like to see a heavy come out here, or another long-range threat. Not that scope is bad here, but I feel like if you have a custom jet, having burst bombs on this map is a great choice. And of course, just a little bit more mobility with the Splatling.
I think, however, having, say, bubbles over those rays would be better on this stage.
Yeah, I think it's a battle of bubbles versus burst bomb, whichever you prefer.
Let's see what we got here. No bubbles.
Classic.
And they got Splatterscope still. All right.
Splatterscope still, so they know something we don't. They're comfortable, although it is worth noting that double rain is very scary on this map if you can chain them.
Helps clean off top very well.
Does.
All right. Already got his jetpack off. That wasn't even 15 seconds. And 2 down already. Things are looking good for Dredgelords. 3 down. That's going to be Cap. And they only used 1 special there.
Yeah, they did. And you can see they've got 1 already with these bubbles. That armor is going to be coming up soon, and a Stingray if things go south. So
they are ready to defend.
That momentum. Look at Suki push all the way up and was able to get 1.
2.
Oh, chill Suki right there getting 2.
Oh, but 3 down, though, for
3
Dredgelords,
down.
leaving just the
Who
Ray.
did they sneak around the backside?
No clue, but now it's a 1v1. That's some great defense from Meep right there.
Yeah, needed to have that kill. That's going to allow the rest of the team to come back in. They might not even get a penalty because of that snipe.
It's 3v3 now. And they're about to get an armor off. Armor and bubble. Oh, rip the armor.
Yeah,
Bubbles, though.
A little bit too early. This should be a take back here. 1 more bomb's going to do it here. Squip's actually in a pretty good position to kind of ward him off, but does get forced back very wisely, not diving in too deep. And the torpedo doing some work there. Great positional play and advantage by Squip.
Still got the bubbles floating around, but probably about to get cleaned up here, maybe? Good old auto cam going back to spawn for us.
We love it. We love it. From one junior to another.
More bubbles coming in.
Did he just have those?
I think so.
That's as junior a thing as I have ever seen. And coming back around to punish Zonic here.
Looks like that's going to be his own cap. And a nice assist right there. They got all. Ooh. About to get an armor and another bubble online. That's the juniors.
And this is the spot that you can see why the splatter shot pick is so scary. If you're able to, you know, it's always a matter of like positional advantage versus versatility. So many weapons in Splatoon are strong if you get them in the right spot, but because it's such a fast-paced game, you aren't always able to get to the spot. But when you are, like right here, Meep is completely influencing everything they're doing and still has a Stingray to boot.
And there it is. Yeah, splatter scope up on top. Nice. That another one. Oh, can they get 3? Let's go! Oh, can they get 4? Unlucky. Actually, they didn't get a penalty there. Well, there it is.
Okay, there it is. Now, I thought for sure, I guess the zone take back that we assumed was happening on one side was actually going on the other side. So, but again, Zonic, we've been talking about MVP caliber play.
Looks like more bubbles coming out here. It's going to get shredded, though. But not enough. 2 down from IMA. 3 down. And everything's coming at Science here.
Oh, this could be the big flank right here. If this works.
I don't like the looks of this. And I want to get over there. Here's the jetpack. Let's see if they get anyone. Looks like 1 went down. Oh, Yoko!
Wow, brush.
That was a good double right there. Well worth it.
Threw armor on one of them, too, no less. And I don't think that no, the brush is still back there. So I was about to say, I'm not sure how much the brush accomplished, but did go and Meep with a big miss there. That could have really put them back here, but that's going to allow Yoko to come in and neutralize the zone single-handedly.
Maybe even a
little,
flip.
It's the little things. The little things.
R1 down. Maybe 2. Ooh, Yoko hanging on there. Let's see if we can clean anyone up. Oh!
This all happening because Yoko was allowed to live and continue working around middle and now still has jetpack to work with.
And there it goes.
All that we've been saying, though, it's important to note that they are just now working through their initial penalty. So for all the great plays, it's worth noting that anytime specials come in, it seems to take the zone or at least neutralize it for Dredgelords. So they certainly have an advantage in that respect. They have 3 specials up now. Going to use this Inkjet to kind of scatter them a little bit, and that's going to make the rest of it a lot easier as we see them crashing in.
And bubbles on the other side.
Yep.
That's easy cap.
That was an easy cap, and that's why you have them work together, right? That's why you coordinate them, because they're forced to respect the Inkjet, but that makes them move into another position, allows your team to come crashing in.
And when the bubbles are already there, clean them up real fast. And Suki cleaning folks up.
Oh, that could have been 2, maybe even 3 if that had gone a little bit smoother.
This might be GG's, though.
Yeah, they're going to have to get these really quick. A neutralization will not be enough. They're going to need to outright take it. They have enough people there. They could make it happen. Yoko's got to get there fast.
Oh!
Okay,
they got the cap for a frame. They need to get the zone. And they did it.
They did it.
There's
all right.
still hope.
Oh, no, that's...
Man, there goes the hope.
Yep, that is going to be Game 4 going to Dredgelords, who are working to make this reverse sweep happen here. We get the chance for the 3-2 now. Well, I mean, of course it's going to end at 3-2, but
I would hope so.
That's how math works. But it was just the specials. The special play was so much more. And Tsuki, 21 KA.
Wow. That.
Well, we saw those flanks. Like, sometimes if flanks work, you just keep doing them. You're like, I'm going to do this until you adapt to them. I will keep flanking until it stops working. And that is a map where Brush has so much room to play around because the hitbox is just so big.
It's huge. It covers the slopes of Black Belly super easily. It's perfect. So, you just, and they're all gone.
And the opponent's so focused on getting rid of the splatter shot, or not the splatter shot. That's like the 5th time I've done that. The splatter scope, I'm rusty. The splatter scope, you come back around, get the flank, here comes an inkjet, and it all works sometimes.
Everyone's dead. So
everything is dead.
All right, so we are moving on to Mako on, I can't see what mode
Tower
it is.
control.
Ooh, I don't like this one. This is the only mode on Mako.
Well, why don't you like it?
It just
Tell
is
the
kind of lame.
It's
like,
just kind of lame, quote Marsh 2018.
The first checkpoint is kind of hard to get through, but if you got any specials, it's just non-existent. You're kind of sitting below their spawn the entire time, so it's kind of annoying to push. If you don't have full control of their base, but by the time you have full control of their base, you're probably on your way to KO. And Mako is one of those stages. It's not hard to spawn lock, but it's also pretty easy to get back out. So, depending on the timing of the lockdown, you can just keep going. And
right. It's like when you try to push on the right on Rainmaker, and it's right next to spawn. It's just impossible to really make a ton of progress because every time you kill somebody, they're just right back. So I'm interested to see here if the members of Team IMA, they don't have a traditional Stingray user. That is one thing the Dredgelords will not have to worry about. And I feel like this is one of the maps with the placements of that very first checkpoint that having a Stingray really makes it a lot easier for you. We'll see if they opt to stack one or if they try to go with their tried and true here in Game 5. No Stingrays here. They're going to try to do this the old-fashioned way.
Kensaluna.
I love the Kensaluna on this.
It's a fantastic kit.
It's a fantastic kit, and especially on here when there's so many long straightaways, it makes Rain even more powerful. And you don't even need to say anything about the Fizzy. It's going to do its job, and it's going to do it well.
And paired with the Luna for the extra splash damage, and with more chip damage from Rain, it is truly the perfect kit.
I agree. I love it here. I love it in a lot of places. I think it's just a great overall weapon, but it is Assault on the left block right now, and Yoko somehow getting all the way through. Great mobility. Chase trying to punish this here.
Nice
that could have been a lot worse. Yoko really saved their position here on this block. It was about to get lost. Great play.
And 2 down, though. So let's see if they can bring it back. Yoko does have that jet. There we go.
Oh,
nice. Up, and there's the Charger.
And then the Charger just does what it does. But
close jump right there. Looks like IMA is taking control in mid here. Looks like they're probably going to be our first group to push.
They're waiting for the Stingray to go away. So again, we've seen this a couple times where the Ray gets used. Where the Ray gets used early to kind of allow the rest of the team to come back into the middle by slowing down the advance of the other team. I think that's what happened there.
Yeah, but 3 down now, and this Dooley's not in a good position. Got to get cleaned up. Really should be jumping out soon. Well, waiting for the team.
Yeah, coming back to the safety of the team, because they were not able to get Tsuki out of the way here, they're going to have to respect the flank and position that may come in. And Yoko not even shooting that way, it looks like, and gets taken out as punishment. And again, it was because they weren't able to take out Tsuki that happened.
That was a great bomb by Fuchsia. Looks like she's just going to play it safe. Right call here. Dodge the baller.
Try to, anyway. Yoko,
looks
please.
Like 3 down. Just like that.
Team's taking a little bit to get something started here. I feel like in Game 5, there's normal Splatoon and there's Game 5 Splatoon, where you're like, let's not overextend here.
Yeah.
Like, maybe even in some situations where in Game 1 you might push in a little deeper. It's just a matter of like, okay, we're going to drag this down to like 2 minutes left. We're going to wait for an opening when one team has to get desperate, and we're just going to hope that we're the ones who come out on top from that exchange.
Yeah. Again, everyone just keeps trading.
That's exactly what this is. There's a
one
lot of
can
sharking, a lot of waiting, and just trying to punish and make sure that neither team goes 2 or 3 down.
I feel like an issue here is it feels like they keep popping one special after another, but not in sync with each other. Again, 2 down.
2 down. 2 down on both sides.
Oh,
3 down.
Are we going to finally see something?
We've been seeing a lot, to be
Well,
fair.
we've been
It just
seeing a
hasn't
lot.
equated into it. Yoko again coming around back. Okay, Yoko went down. Yoko usually pulls at least 1 kill out of that. This is going to be the lead, and this might go even further than that.
Here we go. 3 down. This is the play we've been waiting for.
That snipe on Fuchsia is going to be big. Dancing right around that bomb.
Oh!
Squip.
With that direct. Ray getting pushed back a little bit due to these torpedoes.
41. That's a pretty mighty push on this stage.
Yes, absolutely. Did they get any points at the checkpoint, though? I can't really tell.
No, they did not really. They did a little damage, but I don't think it was enough to even register as a full tick. So
And there's still hope for IMA. Well, Meep, though, doing incredible here. They really need to take that Ray down soon.
yeah. 120 left on the clock, still plenty of time, but they have to be aware that at some point they're going to need to go up and try to make that play, right? The defensive play that they were using earlier is not going to work. They've had a very neutral, conservative game so far, but you mentioned earlier that the specials were not being chained well, and I think that's absolutely true, and that's a continued theme.
Yeah. Now here, we got an armor and a rain. They're going to make a pretty solid push off this. Perhaps they even clear the checkpoint.
Yeah, Yoko's down. That's 2 of them down.
Yeah.
Fuchsia's going to be the last one.
Cleaning them up, though. Let's go, Fuchsia.
Yeah, no, that needed to happen, and it needed to happen quick. So they need to next move Meep out of the way here. This is way too powerful position to leave the sniper in.
Just getting that other kill, though. Probably going to let them get mid back here. Never mind.
Sniper got both.
Meep is on fire.
Gotta get rid of the charger. There's no way around it right now, and this is going to take out Sonic, or at least force him to use that really early. 18 seconds left on the clock.
It is not looking so hot.
It is not.
I'd love to see a crazy overtime play, though. See if Fuchsia can get him.
Wow,
that
Luna. And that's 2 down already. Squip's in a great position to slow this one down. Squip just going to wait and jump from behind.
And
yes!
That's it!
That was the fastest post-set dab I've ever seen. It had not even said that the game was over yet. Came up. But that was great positioning and great movement by Squip. It's the perfect storm, right? Where there's a charger that you have to move out of the way. You have to spend so many resources to do that. And then as soon as you do that, what is that?
Looks like
what is
18 kills. For
18 and 13, respectively, for the Luna and the Charger. But, I mean, that's you work so hard to move the Charger out of the way, and then that cancel Luna just swimming right around. And, you know, for Team IMA, not bringing in a Stingray, not bringing in a Blaster, you know, you've got to go with comfort picks sometimes. You can't always play to what should work, but you see right there, if you can play those weapons, you really set yourself up.